Well, hello, Sagittarius. Uh, I had a rather rough morning, and I don't know if anyone else was feeling that way, but I it felt at the time too like I was channeling a song, which could have just been for me, but maybe you will resonate with it if you listen to it. Days Like This by Van Morrison, which is a very old song, but take a listen, especially listen with the lyrics showing. It really made me feel better, especially as I was feeling like I was struggling. And like, usually my struggle is physical. And because there's good days and we have bad days, right? And sometimes it's just like, just a bad day is just a bad day. We often make more of it than it needs to be, and it was a good reminder of all of the things that are good. So, you know, happy weekend, Joe. Happy weekend. So let's see, because I feel like there's one situation here that really is kind of screaming loudly. So this may be for some, maybe not for others, which is why I do so many energies in my readings, so that everyone can find something, right? And thanks, y'all, for the kind words about my hair. I had my first haircut since chemo ended, and I was so excited. So yesterday was really a pamper me day for sure. And I think everyone should have that. Like, we all should have that day where we just do nada but whatever the heck we want. Like, I remember everyone used to ask my dad after he retired, what he was doing. Even I used to, like, what do you do every day? What are you doing? And he used to just say, whatever I want. And I love that answer. So let's see. Because we have effort and time out, look, I feel like this is kind of a dual thing. Because it does seem as if, for some of you, there was a relationship or a connection that you were putting effort into. I mean, I think both of you were putting effort into it, and then all of a sudden there's some sort of kind of fizzle. Uh, and I mean, this was something that had a lot of potential, especially with fours being here. Really felt like it was going good. It was the right path, all of that. And now, I feel like whoever the other person is, they kind of backed off somewhat, and this is making you not want to put effort in. That's what I feel. That's what I feel, Sag, because and when I was shuffling the cards, uh, in the shuffle can be some energy too, and was really had that overthinking. Like, if shuffling cards is difficult on an energy, or a bunch of cards come out, it kind of says there's some overthinking taking place. And I just feel like you may be feeling like, fine, I'm not going to keep putting the effort in, right? And it's hard, because, distance is here, and this had potential. And all of a sudden, where's it at, right? I feel like Spirit's telling you to just, taking a step back is not a bad idea, but it's like you're being called to stay optimistic about it. So I don't know, maybe there's a reason for that. Because what you've been waiting for with this person is going to happen. Connection, love is the bridge, which would say working something out, and nurture is here, and anticipation. Like, you think it's just fizzled out, but it's going to happen. And then we have right path on the bottom, true love, friendship, and even the W word. Here, I'll let you see it for yourself. Yeah. So, I mean, it really could be that your step back is just a step back from expectations of the relationship. Maybe it is just, take a step back into friendship. I don't know. But we're going to see for sure because that's what we do. That's what we do. We need to know, right? We need to know. And then we will do the general energies for you, Sag. Seems to be a lot popping up for love. Even your mystery cards. I feel like I have to show you. Which is interesting because we have house here, community. So you could be going somewhere like to a party at someone's house, a wedding, whatever. The lovers is here, bad health, and thief. I feel like you may be reuniting with someone who either they recently lost someone due to bad health, or it could be like a reuniting after a health situation. We will look at that in the extended. That's very interesting, Sagittarius. So, yeah, Judgment, King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Hierophant. I feel like whoever this person is, they may have had some things to work out that had nothing to do with you. But let's take a look at effort and time out. Effort and time. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Effort and time out. So it was really going well with the Knight of Pentacles showing up. Okay. Okay. All right. 4 of Cups. 5 of Swords. And the King of Wands. Yeah, it's like maybe you think they're looking at something else. Feeling pretty disappointed. Not really understanding what happened. Like, what changed? Yeah, the King of Wands and the Lovers. And so you may think they found someone else. Tell us more. Tell us more, Sag. The Star and the 6 of Cups. No, I feel like it feels like you're going to work this out. I do. I feel like you're going to work it out. Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, the High Priestess. So why is this person being distant? The Moon. Why is this person being distant? 3 of Pentacles. That's what you don't know. They're working out some financial issues. Okay. Why the 3 of Pentacles? Maybe they have some problems in terms of their job that you don't know about. That kind of, yeah, the Magician's here too. Either trying to work something out in terms of work or money. And it may really have to do with other people. Okay. But they are actively trying to work it out. And it does kind of say, especially with this optimism being here, that they will work it out. And there, if you notice, there's the full moon is present here. And, that's usually like a 30-day period. Yeah, the devil, the nine of, see, they do work it out. It's a situation for sure. And it's just like things work out, but at the moment, perhaps they can't do anything about it, right? And they could be very busy due to this because it does say that it's the reason for their distance. So tell me about connection. Okay. Four of Swords. Okay. Reversed. The Eight of Cups. Tell me about connection. Seven of Cups. Connection. Ace of Swords. Yeah. We're going to clear this all up. They're going to clear it up for you. They're going to tell you what they've been dealing with. Because Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords. Let's clear up that confusion. Let's have a talk. Four of Swords reverse and the Eight of Cups kind of says they've been successful in what they needed to do, what they needed to walk away from. Yeah, the Emperor, they've conquered this situation. They may have even have gotten a new job, honestly. And it may be at a distance. But it's definitely a better situation with the Chariot being there. Wowza. Okay, that's a whole thing for somebody. Let me know in the comments if it's for you. And let's get on to the overall energies for the weekend, because I feel like, honestly, that was just situational for somebody. And we never know, do we, Sag? We never know. So what is the universe sending your way, Sag? What is the universe sending to Sagittarius? Sagittarius this weekend. What is the universe sending to you, Sag? Aquarius. Innovation. You are passionate about creating a better world for everyone, but as you extend your energy to the collective, remember to nurture your own well-being. So you may be getting some sort of message to take care of yourself. Wow, okay. And definitely something about, doing too much for everyone else. Yeah, look at this. It's with Virgo. And definitely Virgo is about the work and a particular way of doing things. But Virgo's also about self-care. That's what, Virgo season's so nice because it reminds us of that. There are a few seasons I feel remind us of self-care, and I feel like Virgo and Cancer, even though with Cancer we're supposed to be really extending ourselves towards helping others, I feel like there's a lot of self-care in terms of slowing down during Cancer season. I said what I said. Okay. So let's see what is Sagittarius receiving this weekend. Remember, we don't shoot the messenger. What is Sagittarius receiving this weekend? So, if this doesn't come this weekend, don't be like, Heidi, you lied. What is Sagittarius receiving this weekend? Yeah. Ooh, something's about to pay off. Getting attention. in the form of support. Okay. So you may really be getting attention and recognition for something that you do, from people you're not expecting it from. And what's interesting is that solving problem is here, was excited and hopeful. So you solved some sort of problem. Okay. Let's take a look. Sagittarius's weekend. Yeah, I see it here too. It's like you're creating something that helps other people and it's getting attention. And yet the universe is telling you, make sure you pay attention to yourself as well. Oh, okay. Like, don't make yourself sick doing something for other people. Okay. Sagittarius's energy this weekend, please. What is Sagittarius's energy? Three of Pentacles. Work. Two of Pentacles. You could have a busy weekend in terms of work, and definitely the Three of Pentacles talks about other people, right? A group of people and getting help, like getting other people to work might be difficult with the Two of Pentacles being here, because you're like effectively going back, you're having a lot of trouble getting people to work together. Maybe you just feel like, oh, I gotta just do this myself, which with the Two of Pentacles, that's really hard. That's really busy, but it's really hard. And I feel like what's happening is it's hard for you to get people on the same page here. Interesting. Yeah. King of Cups. You're trying to be very even-tempered about it and understanding, but that may be difficult because Six of Pentacles, you do wind up pulling it off, because with the Six of Pentacles, we're coming together. We're, meeting each other halfway. I do feel like you're the one in charge here, and it's really hard because you have to be really understanding, and you're trying. You're definitely trying. Okay. So what does Sagittarius want to do this weekend? Oh, you want to take care of yourself. You want to have some quiet time. Yeah, I don't think you end up doing that, though. What does Sagittarius, what are they actually doing this weekend? Working. Yeah, you're working, it feels like. Or figuring out how to make something work with the Emperor and Justice. And look, we have the Six of Wands, which is also attention. And I feel like you're not really comfortable with attention. Or you don't want attention this weekend for some reason. Maybe you just want to be by yourself, right? So what is Sagittarius's advice? Ooh, good. Sagittarius's advice. Be very mindful of people this weekend. Just telling you. Like, because they're telling you to be cautious of who you trust. And especially with the Seven of Cups, like, it feels like there's some people you can't trust. You know, don't spend too much time thinking about it either. If you feel like you can't trust someone, just move on from them. Period. Is what they're telling you. Wow, okay. I don't know where that came from, but that was kind of crazy. Because you might have a feeling about someone, right? But, you know, there's also that thought process, am I being too much? Am I, you know, maybe judging this person? You know, because with the Seven of Cups, you're not really sure if you should feel this way. And the truth is like the universe is saying, just move on. Don't even bother thinking about it. You know, Two of Cups, Three of Cups on the bottom. The High Priestess. You made the right decision. You do actually know. You do know where you're, you know, where you're supported, where you're loved. So you're not wrongly judging at all. At all, Sagittarius. So what is Sagittarius getting this recognition and support for? Tell me about this problem they're solving. What's this harvest all about? King of Pentacles. Okay, could be work. Oh, wow. The World and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're about to really move into success. And it could be something that you've been working on for a while, but some decision you make really makes a big difference here. And this could really be like doing things differently, because the King of Pentacles also shows us how to do things. So let's take more of a look at the King of Pentacles here. Four of Swords, King of Pentacles. Magician reversed. I feel like you figured out the weak links here. I really do. And maybe this was a decision you didn't want to make, but you did. You did. So I don't think I'm doing an extended today, y'all. So I'm going to answer these questions. Particularly about the Lovers here. What do we need to know? Tell me about the Lovers in the mystery cards. I have to cover it up because it's got neakiness. So first we'll look at this community, because I feel like this is some sort of event at someone's house. Show me house and community. House and community for Sagittarius. Oh, geez, please. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Broom, the Star. Interesting. It almost feels like a funeral to me, like mourning someone or saying goodbye to someone. Maybe somebody is moving and they're having some sort of event over that. Or this could be about, a loss. And that, whatever it is, it's a get together, whether it's a repast or whatever. Tell me about the Lovers. Wheel of Fortune, Lovers. So it feels like you're meeting up with someone that you didn't expect to. So this could be someone you know for sure. Someone who disappointed you. I feel like you really don't know how you feel about it. So tell me about Thief and bad health. Thief and bad health. High Priestess. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I feel like this person, the Magician reversed, I feel like this person went through a period of bad health, but you don't know about it. Maybe you thought it was something else, or they just weren't interested, or whatever. But no, because, thief here, as I've said before, I often see that as, stealing time or wasting time. And I feel like this person maybe went through some episode of bad health, and that is the reason. So, well, okay. A lot of things going on here, Sag. So I hope this really helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Toodles.